Mudbang 2 Hearts launches in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. First official trailer for third-person action adventure game. So this is one of the games that I had seen the trailer for, and it was just a little bit random. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on with this game. It kind of took me by surprise and everything like that. But from what I was able to actually see with the trailer, it did look good. It looks like it's going to be interesting. It looks like it's going to be pretty fun. And I didn't really get too much of the premise itself just because this was one where there's a few trailers that I had kind of watched of some games that were announced recently where I just kind of skimmed through it. I didn't really listen too much into what's going on and everything like that. So more than likely I kind of missed a lot. But yeah, just kind of checked it out and I really wanted to kind of hold it for a reaction video to do on the channel. So being able to see what we got as far as the trailer goes looks pretty good in my opinion. Now it takes place in Korea. You know, you're going to be it's going to have a third person aspect to it, which is pretty cool. And I liked what I saw so far. It kind of reminded me of like Splinter Cell, where it's like you have some like stealthy moves that you're going to be doing. You can go after some of the individuals with, you know what I mean, like kind of like Sam Fisher does, you know what I mean. You can either go in a little bit hot or you can kind of go more of a stealth direction if that's what you want to do, which is something that I'm kind of curious as to how you can play the game itself. Now, originally when I seen the trailer, it looked like you're just going to be going up against some like enemy soldiers and stuff like that. But from what it's been showing, it looks like it's actually going to be almost like not necessarily like a zombie virus, but kind of something akin to it, which is pretty weird, you know? And seeing that that was the case really grabbed my interest. So being able to check out what we got here is definitely going to be something that I think is pretty cool. And then hopefully I can get some more information from actually watching the trailer itself. And yeah, so we'll check out what we got here for the trailer. And then per usual, I'll go ahead and give my thoughts as we go along.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면
Let me just rewind it really quick since we weren't able to actually hear what he was saying.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
So I like the graphics so far. I think it looks really good. And then obviously with it taking place in Korea, I think is actually pretty cool because it's a bit different than what like most games have. Because usually if it's like an Asian country, it'll either be like Japan or maybe China. But the fact that we're getting some like Korean kind of look to it, I think that's actually pretty cool. And this is what I mean when it comes down to it feeling like a Splinter Cell. You know, with you kind of, let me take this off really quick, but with you being able to kind of stealth your way through the kind of the aspect of it, you know, obviously you're going to be hiding, but right here, her hiding, and then right there, that really reminds me of Splinter Cell a lot.
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가?
And that's kind of what I'm curious about when you show that little machine and then obviously the dude was kind of like screaming a little bit. Is it kind of like the device messes with like like the water inside of your body kind of a thing? Because as you can see right here, as the machine is going, it kind of vibrates.
당신은 무엇 때문에
right there. So it's like, does that, obviously you see it shaking and everything like that. So if someone gets too close to it, is that going to be something that drives people to go mad and go insane? Which is why you see that dude kind of freaking out, and then they start attacking the main character from what it looks, or the playable character from what it looks like. If that is the case, I think that's actually going to be pretty cool, just to kind of see the direction of where it's going to go as far as the story and everything like that. So that's something that I'm going to be looking forward to for sure.
분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Nice.
지정태. 지정태.
Monday, Two Hearts. Coming 2026 to Xbox Series, Xbox PC, and PlayStation from Steam. Yeah. So yeah, man, I think this game looks pretty dope. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's gonna be another year before it comes out, so we're still gonna have to wait just a little bit. But from the looks of it, the third person aspect of it, obviously with it kind of having similarities, like I said, to Splinter Cell, the way that you're able to kind of stealthily move about, I thought that was actually really cool. The way that you're playing as the chick here, I guess supposedly from when I was reading the story, she's gonna be like a K-pop star or whatnot, which is always nice. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm a sucker for pretty Asians, so being able to see that that's gonna be in the game, I'm like, ooh, you grab my interest right there. So definitely something cool, as far as that goes, being it, like I said, being able to kind of do the stealth aspect and everything. And then obviously with, like I said, that device that it shows and everything, where it looks like it's kind of affecting the liquid inside of it. I'm curious as to if that's going to be one of the things where it's going to have it so that it can kind of turn enemies against the main characters or the playable characters and stuff like that. So I think it looks like it's going to be pretty interesting, not just from the gameplay perspective itself, but from, again, the story perspective, which is something that I'm going to be really interested to see what direction this goes in, especially considering with so many mediums as far as Korea goes, movies, TV shows, they tend to go really good with stories, you know what I mean? Like, they, like, obviously you got movie game TV shows like Squid Game, and then me personally, I'm a big fan of Korean films. So one is like I Saw the Devil, The Man from Nowhere, stuff like that, that are really good, you know what I mean? And they get really into the aspect of the stories and everything like that, or like Train to Busan, stuff like that, where even though that some of them might necessarily equate to what it looks like this game is doing, you got to show that appreciation for what the Koreans have been able to do as far as entertainment. They've been really, you know what I mean, making headway when it comes down to what they do in that regard. So the fact that we're able to see some good stories as far as movies and TV shows, and now it looks like there's a possibility there it's coming to video games, I'm really hyped about that. I'm really looking forward to that, and I think that is really cool, because obviously you have like Japan with a lot of like anime stories and stuff that they've been able to do really well. China's been coming out with a lot of video games and stuff like that that look like they're actually really fun, you know what I mean, when it comes down to like Black Myth Wukong, and then some of the other stuff that we've been getting some trailers for recently that looks like they're going to be coming out with, that look like it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited to kind of see Korea come into that aspect as well, which is going to be really cool. So I'm really excited to see what's going to come of this game and get some more information. Obviously, when we do get maybe like another trailer or some more information of what the story is going to be about, I'm going to try to keep up with it by doing some videos on it and everything like that, because this definitely is a game that I'm going to be looking forward to seeing what's going to be coming of it. So yeah, I think this looks good, and I'm really excited to kind of see when we're going to be getting at least a release date, an official release date, because obviously it says 2026, but from the looks of it, we got some gameplay footage and everything like that, so it shouldn't be too far off as far as to when we're gonna be able to actually get something coming out with this, which I think is really cool. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Does this look like a game that you're gonna be checking out when it is getting close to release and everything like that? And like I said before, are you guys excited to see kind of Korea stepping into the video game world? You know, obviously it's just one game that we got so far, but I feel like if something like this does really well, there is going to be more potential for more stuff from them to be coming out in the long run, which is something that I'm definitely excited about and looking forward to. So yeah, so if you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this song, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, I'm Mudang out. Peace.